7 a.m. in the morning. पूरी रात मैंने सोया नहीं है. Chelsea has come back from 1-0 down and then 2-1 down and जीती है 3-2 against Luton Town away in the FA Cup. फिर भी मैं खुश नहीं हूँ यार. I don't know. There's something missing. Yes, of course, no secrets. It is Roman Abramovich. The guy जिसने I don't know in a strange way had occupied Chelsea for so long और सब चीज स्मूथ चल रहा था with so many changes at the same time. जो actual reason है for the DNA of the club building is leaving Chelsea Football Club. हाँ, I was live on one of the channels और at that time I actually just was going to check कि यार क्या lineups है Luton Town के against Chelsea की, and then I saw this और ये पढ़कर मैं तो शॉक हो गया. I will say कि सिंक नहीं हुआ था, अभी भी टोटली नहीं हुआ है, लेकिन it is what it is, तो हमें इसे शेयर करना पड़ेगा. And for those of you जिन्होंने मिस किया था कल रात को, this is the statement coming from Chelsea, coming from Roman Abramovich, the owner of Chelsea, the ex-owner अभी technically. I would like to address the speculation in media over the past few days in relation to my ownership of Chelsea FC. As I have stated before, I have always taken decisions with the club's best interest at heart, of course. In the current situation, I have therefore taken the decision to sell the club, as I believe this is the best interest of the club, the fans, the employees, as well as the club's sponsors and partners. The sale of the club will not be fast-tracked, but will follow due process. I will not be asking for any loans to be repaid. This has never been about business nor money for me, but about pure passion for the game and club. Moreover, I have instructed my team to set up a charitable foundation where all net proceeds from the sale will be donated. The foundation will be for the benefit of all victims of the war in Ukraine. This includes providing critical funds towards the urgent and immediate needs of victims, as well as supporting the long-term work of recovery. Please know that this has been an incredibly difficult decision to make, and it pains me to part with the club in this manner. However, I do believe this is the best interest of the club, and that is Roman Abramovich for you. Trust me, मेरे लिए पढ़ना इतना difficult था. Imagine what Roman Abramovich, who actually owned Chelsea as a baby for like last 19 plus years, कैसे feel कर रहे होंगे अभी. And it's not about money. Let's be honest. Yes, he's a billionaire, he's a tycoon or whatever. Matter नहीं करता. He is someone who has literally rebuilt Chelsea Football Club and literally achieved everything that there can be. Everything. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Has Chelsea not achieved anything in football as a club? Again, kudos. Wish you all the best. मैं अभी तक बिलीव नहीं कर रहा. और by the way, जो लोन की बात कर रहे थे उस स्टेटमेंट में, where he didn't want it back from Chelsea, just for your information, it is 1.5 billion pounds. Again, feel free to correct me if I'm incorrect. The total valuation of the club जो होती है almost 3 billion that he's putting this club for sale. I think it's about 2.5 billion, लेकिन he's putting it up for sale at 3 billion. और जो भी प्रॉफिट मिलेगा, जो मार्जिन है, वो जाएगा to the charitable trust for the victims in the war of Ukraine. कहां से शुरू करूं? By the way, yes, एक मैच था, जैसे मैंने बोला, लूटन टाउन. मैं झूठ बोलूंगा अगर मैं बोलूं कि यार मैं गौर से देखा हूं मैच को. Yes, I tried to concentrate in the second half at least. Because yes, it was a comeback which I should be proud of as a Chelsea fan. I hope everyone is who have watched it. लेकिन to put it in short, Chelsea went in with a very experimental side. मैं इतना ही बोलूंगा. Ruben Loftus-Cheek at centre back, जहां तक मुझे याद है. Kennedy at left wing back and right wing back was Callum Hudson-Odoi, and of course, others were more or less आपके fairly familiar positions. Saul खेल रहे थे, and that was the difference because yes, Luton Town scored first. Saul got the equalizer, great goal from his right foot. और then Luton Town scored again. Maybe हमारी डिफेंस की मिस्टेक थी, but again you can't expect एक डिफेंस जो साथ में नहीं खेली to do well. And what else? We came back. Werner, wow. Lukaku getting the winner, wow. Werner assist by the way. That is all I remember. Absolutely fantastic comeback in the circumstances. मैं बोलते हुए कतरा रहा हूँ कि यार what happened in the last few hours. Imagine players क्या सोच रहे होंगे क्योंकि their owner whom they trusted for the last years, he has left और उनको पता नहीं कल कौन आने वाला है. That's how it is. But talking about Roman Abramovich, firstly hats off to him क्योंकि वो जानते हैं कि this is in the best interest of the club. जो हम बोलते आ रहे हैं brand value of the club नीचे आ रहा था, fairly unfairly debatable whatever. At the end of the day, he felt it is unfair to Chelsea Football Club to continue, और ऐसे भी वो इंग्लैंड नहीं आ पा रहे थे फॉर अ गुड फ्यू मंथ्स एंड इयर्स, राइट? तो अभी तो और भी सैंक्शन होने वाले थे, एंड आई थिंक इन हाउस ऑफ कॉमन्स इट वाज एविडेंट कि होने वाला है. ऑलरेडी एसेट सेल कर रहे थे, लास्ट वीडियो में हमने शेयर किया था. लेकिन या दिस वाज द टाइम he decided कि it is time basically for Chelsea to not be in the forefront politically, or let them be, or he will battle it out separately. Hopefully he'll come back. I don't know, probably chances are very less जो हो रहा है सिचुएशन. बट हाँ, सैंक्शंस नहीं हो उसके पहले उन्होंने कर दिया. स्टुअर्डशिप मे बी लीगल थी, नहीं लीगल थी, आई डोंट नो. आई होप कि मरीना ग्रोस्किया, पेडचेक, ब्रूस बक एंड द एंटायर टीम काइंड ऑफ स्टेज. यस, हमने एक कवर किया था, एक स्विस इंटरनेशनल है जो बिलियनर है. ही वांटेड टू बाय द क्लब, बट अगेन विद द कंसोर्टियम, हो ना हो देखते हैं. देयर आर पोटेंशियल बिड्स, उन्होंने डेडलाइन रखा है. दैट मींस बहुत जल्दी होने वाला है, वो इमिनेंट ही था, इसीलिए स्टेटमेंट आना ही था आज. लेकिन व्हाट अबाउट रोमन अब्रामोविच? क्या लेगेसी छोड़ के जा रहे हैं? लाइक आई सेड, लॉट ऑफ अस रिलेट वेरी क्लोजली बिकॉज हमने एक्चुअली देखा है चेल्सी ग्रो or rather regrow under Roman Abramovich the way it has done. After Ken Bates, एक stagnancy थी at least in the league. It wasn't as ambitious. Roman Abramovich अलग ही लेवल पे लेकर गए. First of all, hats off for Roman Abramovich to be able to invest just on the basis of that one game. जहाँ तक मुझे पता है, हाँ थोड़ा रिसर्च डेफिनेटली हुआ होगा, लेकिन 2002-2003 सीजन की बात है ये. And it was basically just before the summer when it was, I think, the last game of the season. Chelsea was playing Liverpool. It was Bronkier, yes, the Danish winger, जिन्होंने banger of a goal मारा था from his left foot. And then Chelsea went into the Champions League the following season. It was called what? A 20 million pound match, remember? And that is when Roman Abramovich decided, I have to buy Chelsea Football Club. July, I think, of 2003 itself, उन्होंने खरीदा. एक साल under Ranieri, काफी चीजें बदली. Yes, he went on with the checks. Signed a good few players for us. We went on to semi-finals of the Champions League and whatnot. But sacked Ranieri. He wanted more ambition, and he got in Jose Mourinho after winning the Champions League. That was a risk क्योंकि उन्होंने कुछ भी नहीं किया था in any other league apart from Portugal. And of course the Champions League आप बोल सकते हो, लेकिन that was a gamble in English football. For him to take that chance, वो दिख रहा था what ambition he had. He was a risk taker and he wanted to basically build something big. और वो मेंटालिटी देख रहे थे वो जोसे मोरिनियो में, और वही किए जोसे मोरिनियो. फर्स्ट 2 years बैक टू बैक टाइटल्स, एंड क्या स्टाइल में 15 goals in a season conceded, record till now. Peter Cech, हाँ, talking about that, Abramovich is an owner. आप बोलोगे यार पैसा डाला, yes of course, that was a business, yes of course, लेकिन he always involved himself in matches. He celebrated with players. That was the owner that he was, always is. Given a choice, he always did that. Be it in the first few seasons, आप देख सकते हो clearly. And ironically, who knew at that time he would appoint Frank Lampard one day, he would appoint Peter Cech again in a different role in the club. That is what he believed in. They didn't have any experience when it comes to those roles. लेकिन उन्होंने इन्वेस्ट किया था जोसे मोरिनियो में. And yes, when things went bad with Mourinho, he actually had a chat and with mutual consent they separated. And it actually happened. अब को याद होगा, आई थिंक रोजनबर्ग के साथ था गेम, एंड दैट वाज द डिफरेंस. यस, उस समय मैं खुश नहीं था. अब्राहम ग्रांट मे बी केम इन, आई रिमेंबर. देन लुइस फिलिपे सोलारी केम इन, गूस हिडिंग केम इन थोड़े समय के लिए. लेकिन बैक टू बैक ईदर वी रीच्ड कप फाइनल्स, वी वर इन द रेकनिंग इन द प्रीमियर लीग रेस, और हमने जीता है प्रॉपर टूर्नामेंट्स. एंड दैट इज व्हाट डीएनए क्रिएट हुआ. आई रिमेंबर केन बेट्स के बाद जब रोमन अब्रामोविच आए थे, बिकॉज आई काइंड ऑफ वॉच्ड बोथ द एरास, एक चेंज आया था मेजर. वी वर अ कप टीम एंड देन वी बिकेम अ कंसिस्टेंट टीम. एक डीएनए आई थी, लेकिन आई थॉट एट दैट टाइम वो जोसे मोरिनियो के कारण है, बट इट वाज नहीं. इट वाज बिकॉज ऑफ रोमन अब्रामोविच. वो प्रूफ है कि वी वेंट ऑन टू विन आवर फर्स्ट चैंपियंस लीग फाइनली विद दैट गोल्डन टीम. एंड ही सैक्ड हिम एज वेल. रोबर्टो डी मेटायो गॉट सैक्ड. वाओ. एंड देन he had the audacity to go and actually appoint Rafa Benitez, जो wasn't a fan favorite. At that time, you all hated him for that year alone. लेकिन he bought us the Europa League again. And then he had the guts. I would say guts, क्योंकि एक ego होती है यार. When you are a big personality, you are such an important member of such a big club. And let's be honest, we are in the top 5 clubs in the world as things stand in the last decade at least, if not more, easily. No disrespect to other clubs, no disrespect again. But उन्होंने अपना ईगो को मारा and he appointed Jose Mourinho again, a fan favorite. Or he went on to prove him right because he won the league in the second season again and a cup as well. I still remember him spending time, Jose Mourinho, Abramovich, all spending time, with Drogba's of the world and whatnot, and that was what was needed as an owner. He spent time with the fans as well. Later on, of course, Jose Mourinho era ended और फिर उन्होंने actually सारी route गए. Then Lampard, जब आया था main that transfer ban, remember, invested in one of our ex-players. Who does that? इतना risk. Yes, it was an easy target, easy option, but it was a huge investment. Trust me. Or Lampard did bring in lots and lots of players. Lot of players have gone on record कि वो आए थे Lampard के कारण और Lampard आए थे Abramovich के कारण. During that time, lockdown भी हुआ था, आपको याद है, COVID first struck, and everyone will forget what he did for the community in England, especially in London. Those workers, he offered the entire stadium, the Stamford Bridge Stadium, जो आप देख रहे हैं आपके background में, that was actually used by all the workers. Anyone it was open for in London, I believe. And he's not one जो publicize करेंगे. And most of that post-lockdown period, or rather even today, he is not allowed in England. Lekin he was managing all that, trust me. He always wanted the goodwill of the club. Things are put in such a manner that he had to basically, come up with this decision. And of course, more recently as well. When he was able to, he was there for the matches. Again, be it the second Champions League, yes, and the Club World Cup, the one silverware missing. I don't know what to say. I'm like totally blank right now. Like, पता नहीं destiny थी. The very last thing that he won with Chelsea was the Club World Cup. The only thing जो left थी हमारी trophy cabinet में. And Carabao Cup final हारे, I know, लेकिन I don't know. It's just destiny. It seems like that. I don't know what's the future. I'm just hoping, knowing him, कि वो काफी checks करने के बाद ही appoint करने वाले हैं नए owner को. And he'll be selling the club finally. Let's hope he comes back one day. क्या unfortunate situation है. Such an owner, how much is given to British football? Like, let's be honest. He's changed what British football became. The foreign owners which came after him. Everyone knows. No one has done what he did. No one. Maybe the Man City owners to some extent, like in the footballing involvement, the non-footballing behind the scenes involvement. Such decisions, bold decisions. And he got a lot of charisma, to the Premier League. For me, overall, मैं बोलूँगा तो huge miss for the Premier League, and it's kind of unfair, like, whatever be it, whatever of the record है, लेकिन he deserves a chance to get a proper send-off at Stamford Bridge. He deserves it. And that's what he's requested in the end. Let's hope he gets that. But yes, again, thanks for watching. आज मैंने नहीं पूछा subscribe, like, because it's just about what I feel. It's been a long period. Yes, Ken Bates was there for about 20 years. Roman Abramovich for about 20 years. Next, hope the next owner, and it's not a consortium. I hope if it is, it's the right one. Will be there even longer. And we keep achieving success, and we prove that just tonight with that win against Luton Town away. Thanks for watching. Up the Chelsea, and see you, Roman. Hopefully soon. Take care.